love when I do it for the likes.
This video, I'm going to be focusing on facial services. I'm going to be demoing my lip and my chin, and I'm gonna show you exactly how to lay the strips, how to remove it. So the tools that you're gonna need for the service are the small popsicle sticks, you have your gloves, the witch hazel to make sure that you cleanse your area, and you can also use a touch of oil if necessary. So when it comes to applying the wax onto your hair, you want to make sure that you're following the direction of your hair growth. So with hard wax, you will always apply in the direction of the hair growth and remove in the opposite direction, which is against the hair growth. Get a mirror. I don't recommend you holding the mirror in your hand because you're going to need something to be able to hold your skin tight. So you need to make sure that one of your hand is free. So when getting your wax for the lip service, what you're going to do is focus on getting the wax on one side, because what you're going to do when you're applying, you're really just going to be dragging the wax on your face with just one side. So in order to get the wax onto the stick, what you're just going to do is just dip it on one end, and you're just going to end up with one long strip like this. So you wipe off the back, twirl it, and here you have wax on one side of the stick. So before we begin waxing our lip, we're going to start off with your gloves. I'm going to take the tissue and apply a little bit of the witch hazel. So this is going to remove any creams, any makeup, any lotions, anything that I have on my face. So I'm just going to cleanse the area. And because my lip doesn't usually get dry, I'm going to skip the step of putting oil on. I'm actually going to show you what happens when you put too much oil, or if you put oil in an area that doesn't necessarily need to be moisturized. Here's that clip. So we're going to take some of that oil and brush it onto the area. So our skin is cleansed, our skin is prepped. Now we're going to get into waxing. So we have some wax on one side of the stick. I'm going to go ahead and hold the skin tight and begin to press down. So you see why this is not working? Okay, so wax does not stick to oily skin. So this is a prime example to why oil isn't necessary on areas that are already moisturized. Let's do this again. So we're gonna go ahead and use some more witch hazel and go ahead and cleanse the area. And we have the wax on one end of the stick. Hold your skin tight and begin to pull and press down like so. Just make sure that it's thick enough to be able to have something to lift up. So you can see that I have this lifted up here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and hold my skin tight back here just to make sure that we're preventing to prevent any bruising. Take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, that's when you're gonna rip it off. So you're gonna go apply pressure. So applying pressure is going to calm the skin and make it not feel as painful. So then we're gonna go ahead and do the other side. Get the wax out just on one side of the stick. Hold your skin tight, and we're gonna drag down. Drag. 1, 2. Create your lip. You don't wanna let the wax dry too long, because when it dries too long, then it'll break. We're gonna go ahead and pull the skin tight. Lift it up, and we're gonna go 1. Pressure, always. Let's say you weren't able to get all the hair off on those 2 applications. What you can do next, you can go ahead and apply the wax again, now in the opposite direction. So I'm just going to get a little bit more wax. Same thing. And then I'm gonna start this time now from the end, and I'm gonna go into the opposite direction. So the wax is always removed in the opposite direction that it is applied. So this time I went and applied the wax from the end up. Now I'm going to rip it off from the middle down. You got your lip to be able to pull. Hold your skin tight. Always go ahead and 1, 2, rip. You have your wax. Hold the skin tight. Push. Hold the skin tight. We have to lift, rip, pressure. Okay? Now, if you ever end up with wax on your skin, the shiny side that you use to remove the hair, you can just use the shiny side and dab it onto your skin. And that'll immediately remove the hair or remove the wax from your skin. Okay, so now let's go into waxing our chin. And let me show you how much you're gonna need. So you're just gonna dip it into the wax, twist, 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 and then you have some wax on the stick. So with your chin, you're going to apply, like I said, in the direction. Hold the skin tight. And when we're removing, we're gonna remove from back up. Find something to leverage from the back. So one of the key things is to pull fast and make sure that you're pulling parallel to the skin. Never pull it out or up. You're gonna pull along the direction of your skin. And then you're gonna pull it, okay? Always double check in the mirror. So we have some wax again. Stick up. Dry. Go ahead and do that. And then we're just gonna go and rip it off. And then I can go ahead and use some of the grapeseed oil as moisture afterwards. And that's how you do your lip and chin.